Leo, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading for you today. Now, this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own, and if there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Do stick with us though, as there's definitely a message here for you specifically. Now, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now, let's get right into that general reading here. The whole deck is upside down here. So let's get right into that general reading. I do see here that in the general side, it looks like you do have a lot ahead of you. You do have a big journey at hand, and I do see that you have a lot of growth available to you in terms of skills, in terms of a lot of things, honestly, that you have a lot of things available to you. And I do see you working hard for it, but I really see you achieving many things. Basically, the world is your oyster, and you are going to grasp it. So now let's get right into that love reading. Okay, Leo. Okay, so in terms of love, looks like you absolutely have a journey ahead of you. You do, just like I mentioned in that general reading, that there is a lot of growth here for you. And it looks like this is going to be a loving, a romantic, an emotional journey as well for you. That is not just going to be on the general side of things. And I see here especially that growth is what's going to lead you onward and upward. I notice here that a lot of that is emotional, and that you will be having a lot of emotional changes here as well, but especially that this is going to lead you into things here. And I do see that for many of you, this is a situation where you're not currently in a relationship, say, but you're kind of looking for one, and you are absolutely going to find one soon. I see here that for you, that the seeds have absolutely been planted, and that there is something on the horizon for you very soon. This may not be something that's specifically a long-term relationship for you, but this very well is a romantic relationship. This is a situation where you're growing and going to be taking a lot of time with that person. And of course, this is going to be a situation where it's up to you, basically. If you're not really looking for something long-term, then you don't need to have something long-term. But if you are, then that is absolutely going to be something that you can absolutely take and get. Now, I do see that you absolutely have a situation here where things aren't really progressing, and things aren't really being handled the way that you were expecting. And honestly, I see that in this thought process, that this is a situation where things just haven't been met, that you've kind of been falling into those vices that you have. Say if you're a smoker, you've been smoking quite a bit, but of course if you are having anything that kind of gives you a guilt vibe, basically, that is the kind of situation that's going to come up for you, that you've kind of been falling into, having some trouble with, basically. Those have been the situations here. Now, I notice here that this is absolutely leading you into a next phase of your life, that basically you're going to have that short relationship, or that you're going to start a long relationship. This could even be the case. And of course, for many of you, you already have a relationship that you're very content with. And I do see that relationship, for those of you in that situation, really continuing. I notice here that you're going to absolutely be moving and pressing forward, and I see you really having an open mind and open heart towards the situations around you more than anything, that you are absolutely going to be there for growth, and you are going to be able to grow immensely. I see especially that you are going to be having a new situation come up that's going to lead you into basically a love situation, a true love situation. And I do see that is going to be coming. It's not going to be immediate, but it is going to be coming in the future for you. And I notice here especially that this is a situation where you're going to be finding something that you've always desired. Now, this isn't going to be specifically in that relationship. This is more going to be a personal growth that you've always been looking for. Maybe it's a skill that you've been waiting for a long time, Leo. Maybe it's just like even could it be a personal relationship with a family member or a friend, something like that you've kind of been working towards, and you're going to find that situation is really finally at hand. I see that you are going to be building something incredible with that person, as well as honestly with the situation that we mentioned, and that's going to lead you into a way that you're being kind of known by others. If not the fact that you'll get a name for yourself, it's quite possible that it'll be through the way that you make others feel, and you'll have benefited many people around you. And I do see that you absolutely have the emotional prowess to really succeed in this, and you have the fortitude to honestly take things kind of one step at a time and really take things on as they come at you. I notice that you are growing into that incredible strength that you have, and honestly, that is fantastic. You have been building that for a long time, and you are really allowing yourself to finally have that. This is a big journey for you, and this journey is going to end up with a abundance for you. I see that this is going to be abundant in terms of many different things, and I think that this might even fall right into our financial reading that we're going to do. That journey that you're having and will be having is going to lead you into a fantastic financial future, and it's not just going to be a situation where your love is a journey. It's going to be a situation where basically your whole life is a journey. It's going to be fantastic for yourself. And finally, I do notice here that in the future, you are going to learn how to really have all of the information made clear to you and really gather that information clearly and basically take things one step at a time, basically how we mentioned before. So that brings us to the end of that love reading. Now let's get right into that financial reading. Okay. Okay, so in terms of finances, I see here that you absolutely have been having some challenges. Honestly, I see that your challenges have been kind of focused into your finances, and I see that we have absolutely been basically taking on some final hurdles, and that these final hurdles are kind of what are going to push you into that journey that you've been looking for, and those hurdles are going to be what presses you onward and upward. And I see that you have kind of been finding that you aren't really taking action the way that you were expecting to, basically for yourself, and you felt like you're kind of losing out on the personal game, that basically you haven't been really making an impact the way that you've wanted to make an impact, and you just haven't really been really acknowledged the way that you wanted to be. That it really looks like you have been taking things kind of one step at a time and doing your best financially, where of course in the future you will be doing that in an incredible way for your romantic life, for quite a bit of your life. But I see here that currently that is a situation where those kind of situations haven't been coming up for you in your financial life, and you've just been kind of missing out on those opportunities to really show yourself off. I see that you absolutely are going to, let's say, be growing financially a bit slower, that your romantic side is going to be progressing more naturally and a bit quicker than your financial life, but that the finances are going to be coming later on. I see that there is going to be kind of a gradient of it, that there's going to be kind of a certain step off point during your romantic future, that your financial future is going to be taking off, and that's going to be about the time that you start building that strength and that fortitude. And I really do see that is absolutely, or this is a situation where the work is kind of set out for you. You absolutely have been making the work, Leo, and you have absolutely been pushing things forward in such a way that you are preparing yourself for relaxation, or basically situations where you don't have to worry so much, don't have to work so hard. I do see that you are being a bit discreet with the way that you're kind of progressing things and moving things forward, but I see that this is going to continue to push you forward, and it'll drive you to really focus on the right thing at the right time, basically, that you're not going to be bogged down or having to focus so much on extra information. And I do see you kind of taking things one step at a time. Now, I notice here that you are going to begin really grasping the information financially a bit sooner than you will be in your romantic life, that you're going to be getting clear information, clear answers from others around you, and it's going to make your life very easy to kind of focus and basically kind of plan. And that's going to lead you into a sense that you really have a strong synergy with that person that you're going to be with, or who you are with, and it's going to lead you into a fantastic situation where you and that person no longer have to worry so much about what each other are doing or all sorts of things. There'll be a lot less to kind of stress about, and this really will open up the world to you, basically because you and that person have a fantastic level of teamwork that is allowing you to really bloom and progress very naturally. I see that this is absolutely going to really push you into a fantastic potential, that you and that person are going to grow immensely in your finances and in your financial life. In terms of those skills that I mentioned, this is going to be a great passionate growth that you're going to have, and you are going to really move things forward, and this is going to be all shown directly from your gut. Your gut and your intuition is really going to allow you to know where to go, what to do, and how to proceed. And that will be the big hurdle for you. I see that this will cause you some inner turmoil, but that this will be what really pushes you into your perfect financial life. And I do see a great financial life for you. So that does bring us to the end of this reading. I will just point out, Leo, again, that you can find me at Weekly Tarot Light on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I do weekly longer videos and daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.